Sort of kind of like what you doing right now. Said sort of kind of like what you doing right now. I see it. Tupac and Janet Jackson getting on each other's nerves. Sort of kind of what you doing right now. Just like
to the game.
I keep saying, what pimping? I don't aspire to be a so-called manager of the women of the night. Orange. Yeah. Trying to see how we can do this shit over. I don't know what they did in the Madden, but they need to not do this shit no more. It makes no damn sense. Okay, fine. Fine.
Welcome to Superstar, a place where you will travel your own road to NFL stardom.
Craft your own career, one that could lead to awards, Super Bowl glory, and even a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But legendary careers must start somewhere, and this is your blank canvas, the humble beginning of an unforgettable journey. Before you take your first snaps, let's see what type of player you're going to be.
So how these goddamn money? Yeah, I ain't got no better tattoos than this.
It starts as one dream, shared across thousands of backyards and practice fields. A dream many will have, but few will realize. It requires sacrifice and perseverance, the will to push your body and your mind to its limits, only to set new ones. There will be obstacles, and alongside them, challenges. All are a test of your resolve to see if you truly have what it takes. Every week is another step on the road to stardom, and no two are the same. You will be defined by every game and each pressure-filled moment on the field, and by the relationships you forge and the decisions you make off of it. Today is where your dream becomes a reality. Today, your legacy begins. On the road to the NFL Draft, the Scouting Combine is the biggest checkpoint. No other event has its power to elevate or sink a prospect. Everything comes down to how they test.
That's good. You from under that cover. Because it's fun. Or what do you say? I don't think so.
From its annual home of Indianapolis, Indiana, it is time for the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Kate Scott, so happy to welcome you here for another year alongside someone who went through this event himself as a player. It was a few years ago, but he still remembers it, Mr. Brock Hewitt. And Brock, it is just about time for one of the most important events in the pre-draft process, as these players try to convince all 32 NFL teams that they should be their first-round pick.
And let me just tell you, these guys have prepared as much for today as they did for the most important games of their college careers. We've got our eyes on a lot of the biggest names here, but there's one of my fellow signal callers in particular we're all very excited to see test.
He, of course, the former Tennessee Volunteer. And now we get to see this dual threat. NFL fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Man, what a great jump right there. Imagine what that explosiveness and agility can do for whoever drops him.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
Certainly looked pretty quick out there. That was some nice agility to get through one of the tougher drills here.
All right, he's ready and about to run the 20-yard shuttle.
Certainly looked pretty quick out there. That was some nice agility to get through one of the tougher drills here.
All right, he's ready and about to run the 20-yard shuttle.
Such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, he's ready and about to run the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, partner, the traditional drills are done. Now the all-important moment where he can make the throws they're going to need him to on Sundays.
Ended your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence and he backed it up with a very good showing as every scout in the building was watching him. ended your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence and he backed it up with a very good showing, as every scout in the building was watching him.
That wraps up the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. There were a lot of great performances.
It's a cool to hand the Amazon outcomes to you, but you know there's an opportunity in the opponent's pre-snap. What do you do? How do you handle a teammate who criticizes the coaching staff to the media without loss? How do you prepare your body during all season? It's third down and long. You can either throw to your open tight end underneath or your star receiver who's past the sticks, but a lot of them do. I'm throwing my tight ends every time. How do you prepare to express yourself when you are on the field?
When that cell phone rings, time stops. It's the single second that years upon years of work have been leading toward, and the conversation that follows ends one chapter of a football life while beginning another.
No music is ass. You know how YouTube is, goddamn. something.
Welcome back, everyone, to the NFL on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Back for our second quarter, it's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking at...
Who's the camera?
And to their lead. Throwing on their first play. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 16-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they're going to be looking for a little redemption after their interception last drive led to a tie ball game, 14-all. Back to work after throwing the pick. To the sideline, it's secured by London. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. So first down from the 41.
And the Falcons, first down.
Back now, pressure coming. Back to Pitts it goes. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons, first down.
Still sticking with the passing game. Throwing the out route complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
10 more yards.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Sticking to the air here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Brian Branch on the tackle. A loss of a yard.
Here comes their offense to begin the drive, and in the middle of all of them, oh yeah, there's the focal point of their game plan, their quarterback.
You know, we expected to see a lot of them right away in the preseason. You want your first-round QB as prepared and familiar with this offense in a game setting as he can be when week 1 rolls around. But this is where he could show the potential the team saw in him without quite as much pressure to win.
That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. He was covered by Brian Branch.
Throwing from the gun. Finds London on the slant. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
That's a gain of
Good
7.
luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Another one here to London. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 4
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second.
First down.
Throwing it again here. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Looking to throw. Finds the football outside. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Here's the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're all knotted up here at the half. Not everyone. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory.
The dream of reaching the NFL has been realized, but within this opening chapter, there is a message for every rookie. In the NFL, nothing is given. Everything must be earned.
First round pick. Why I'm starting at a 67 or 65 or whatever. You should get a 73, 74. God damn. I gotta change up this yicky ass haircut. God damn. Fuck. Can you have an adjustment for based on your matchup and your primitive?
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check go.
We're back on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Back for our second quarter, it's Falcons football. They have 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
I'll throw it.
at the 26-yard line.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Drake
Last
London.
pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
To the air
6
on
yards
3rd and
to
long.
go.
And he's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow.
It's a gain of 11.
1st and 10 from the 43.
First down.
They are throwing it again. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
He brings it in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
60 Eagles. Ready.
On second down, Robinson. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gets this one to London. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Drake London with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Falcons ready for their next possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
They're throwing it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
Throwing now on third and 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder.
You read me?
The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game.
Okay, ready?
They'll throw to begin this drive. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
First down. First and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it again. It is caught left side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard
From the gun, it's Robinson. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. And we've got to stop it here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. Lays out left side and gets it. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
And the Falcons, first down.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. Has room into the secondary. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
Pretty cool moment. That is the first rushing score of his young career. Look, I'm not going to say it's the first of many. We just don't know in this league. But I do know that's a confidence builder for this entire offense when your quarterback can score using his legs.
I will push that.
So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count.
Ooh, excuse me.